Okay, hi everyone, I'm Kevin McNamara. This is Turmeric Heals, the video series People Who Inspire. And tonight my guest is an artist who started her journey the moment she could hold a pencil in her tiny little fingers. She started drawing on walls and also the belly of her little sister. She's now a very accomplished artist, a Reiki master, and very much into health and wellness. She was born in Lithuania and now lives in Amsterdam. Welcome, Ingrida.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
Baibokaite.
Yeah, Baibokaite.
Baibokaite, yes. I'm always bad with people's last names. I've got to improve on that. But they're very hard, these names. I don't know what's going on there. That's cool. Now, Ingrida, you were born in Lithuania when it was still part of the Soviet Union. So can you tell us about your childhood, your growing up, your family, and what it was like living under that regime?
Well, what I remember is, actually, I had really nice childhood. Like, I only had the best memories. What I remember from communistic times is it's just that there was such limited amount of products available, but it seemed like people were appreciating things more than right now with all the abundance, Like, I remember we would have the stores for milk, for bread, for vegetables, and it was just like one product available there. Like, not vegetables, but like milk, bread,
Yep.
And we would have these kind of like coupons per family. And the lines were just huge. And this sell out everything. We give away, and clothes. It's not like you would have 24 hours open supermarket like right now.
Yeah.
And like, for example, for Christmas, the presents were like, I would get paper and pencils, and it was like the best present ever. It was so different. Like, it's just like these little things, because you didn't know any other way. So you would really appreciate it.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And you got brothers and sisters?
I have a sister 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
We live together now. She's like my best friend. Like, we grew up in, now it would be considered a small apartment. It was living room and a bedroom, and basically throughout all the years we shared the same room. Like, our beds were next to each other,
Yeah,
So
right.
And we just learned to get along really well, and until now, like.
Yeah, fantastic. And what kind of work did your parents do? Did they work, or your dad work?
Both parents work. My dad he worked in a meat industry. Like,
Okay.
he was working with meat, my mom with electronics, and like, she changed jobs, but always was working, and like long hours, not like 9 to 5, but they were like 10 hours, 12 hours. So we wouldn't really see them that much, only on the weekends. So
Yeah. Yep.
yeah.
Okay. And whereabouts, like on the world map, for people who don't know, whereabouts is Lithuania?
Well, it's actually a European center, but it's towards the east. It's like, where is the Poland? So north to Poland, and on the Baltic coast.
Yep. Okay. So pretty cold there?
Well, winters are cold, summers are super hot. Like, we sometimes have tropical weather there.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy. It's like during Easter, it snowed so much that the trees were breaking.
Yeah,
like
right.
The branches, and some towns even lost electricity.
Yeah,
It looked like Christmas, not Easter.
Right. Okay.
So, but it's lately like that. Usually, from what I remember, it used to be really cold winters with a lot of snow. Yeah, we have 4 seasons. So.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, excellent. So, when did the Soviet regime sort of move on from Lithuania?
91.
91.
91.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. And you were still
one of the first countries that separated from Soviet Union.
Yeah, right. And did you notice a big difference when that happened?
I was a child. I was like 10 years old. So it was really gradual. I just remember the day that it was 13th of January when the Russians came in with tanks and I remember parents left us alone at home and went to the building of Parliament, like to a city hall. Yeah, everyone just went out without guns, without anything, like to fight, kind of, like peaceful fighting. In the capital city, it was brutal. There, some people died, like not too many, 13 people, I think. Yeah, that was a scary time. Like sirens everywhere, and we were alone with my sister at home, and I'm like, I don't know if my parents will come back. So, yeah.
That is scary. Yeah, that would be like living through part of history, basically.
Yeah. But I don't really remember like drastic changes. It was really gradual. It just was this uncertainty. You have to set up the government and how everything works.
Yeah.
So, I was a child, so I didn't really care much about it. It's just, you care about play, about creating stuff, and
for sure. Yeah. And I guess it's all you knew was when you were a kid was living there and just going to school and just doing what normal kids do, I guess.
Yeah. It's just when you hear adults talking, it seems it's something serious, but
yeah, absolutely. So you're at school and you got interested in painting and drawing and that kind of thing. How did that all what sort of drew you to that?
I liked it since I remember. I don't know, for me it was like a magical thing, like coloring, for example. Like I loved colors, and I just loved drawing horses and princesses. But that was like number one. Like every Christmas, I remember I was dreaming of getting a pony under the Christmas tree. So I would make up all kinds of like magic spells. I would draw the horse, and I would really believe that this year I will get a horse. So that's what I remember. But it for me was like, I just felt it. Like I really felt it, like I wanted to draw, and it just went out. I didn't put much effort, like, oh my God, I need to learn how to do this. It just somehow naturally came.
Yeah, right.
So practice, like the more you practice, the better you get at it.
Yeah, for sure. And so you started doing that at school, obviously, and
at school, like they would ask me to participate in different contests. Like I would paint something, and then it would go to like international contests, like represent the school. And then I think when I was 15, I decided I will go to art school to learn different, not only like painting and drawing, but like sculpture, printing, some art history. So just to expand,
fantastic. And did you start learning the guitar at school, or did that come later?
Oh, I was obsessed with this band, Kelly Family. Everyone was laughing because it wasn't a popular band, like not for cool kids. But it really inspired me. I wanted to be a musician. Like I wanted it so bad, and I was just nagging my parents to get a guitar, and I got a book how to learn to play guitar, and I just learned it by myself.
Okay, fantastic.
And, later on, I found a teacher. It wasn't so popular. My city, even though it's like second biggest city in Lithuania, but at that time, really, the resources were so limited. Like I would go through bookstores looking for guitar books. There was no internet, so you couldn't like Google guitar teachers. So I was just asking people around, like, do you know anyone who would teach? And my classmate's uncle apparently was teaching. So I found him, and I was going to classes for like a year.
Yeah, wow. Fantastic. Yeah, look, I'm a bit jealous because I've been trying to learn for years, and I'll sort of start. I started probably 15 years ago, starting to learn how to play the guitar. Did that for 6 months, and then life gets in the way, and you sort of move on and you do other things. And then I took it up again about a year ago and started again for a few months, and I stopped again. It's really frustrating. So I've got to stop procrastinating and just start doing it again, because I love the guitar myself, and I've just got to do that. So, yeah.
I don't play it regularly either. It comes in waves. It's like, for example, I really like some song, then I will practice for like 3 weeks playing that song, and then it goes away, and I just like move on. It's like almost like moving from one kind of creative thing to the other. It's like from painting to playing guitar to cooking to taking pictures. Like it's not boring at all.
No, it's great. Absolutely, yeah. And just getting back to your art stuff, and I know in school some of the kids would come and pay you in chocolate to paint for them. Can you tell us that little story?
Yeah, that was funny. Because I was drawing all the time. I love to draw people, like especially people that inspire me, for example. Like musicians, some actors. Yeah, and I would be drawing. I was always drawing during classes. Like if a teacher was speaking, like I had my best friend, we would just be drawing and laughing, like caricatures, drawing, and of course classmates noticed, and they would just come up to me and ask, like, hey, could you draw the singer for me? It's like, and as a appreciation, they would get me a chocolate bar, and then like after a month, I'm like, it's like I have 3 kilos on.
Right. Okay. Oh, beautiful. And so I know, I think it was at 15 years of age, you become a vegetarian.
Oh, yes.
So what's the story behind that at 15 years of age? What was going on there?
The subject of health was, for me, really interesting. So I was reading magazines. It's just something inside. I don't know. It felt right. I really got into yoga. I was reading books about it. But it wasn't even yoga that like made me give up meat. It just felt like it's the wrong thing for me. And I decided I don't want to eat it. It's just like I felt heavy. And it wasn't easy because for my parents, it wasn't something, that they could accept easily. Lithuanian cuisine is really heavily based on meat.
Yeah.
So, for them to, but like for me, I didn't need my mom to cook for me, like I could make my own meals. I actually really enjoyed cooking since I was a kid. Like I was baking for my dolls. So.
Okay. Oh, cool. You were one cool kid. Don't worry about that. Oh, wow. Okay. And was there one sort of point where you decided, well, something that happened to you where you thought, I just don't want to eat meat anymore?
Yeah, there was just like naturally, it was just like I don't want to eat meat anymore. Like it disgusts me. I feel heavy, I don't feel good, and I feel like eating something dead is not right.
Yep.
But then I didn't know about dairy. So like instead of meat, I would eat so much cottage cheese. Like it was my favorite thing throughout years.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the old dairy, not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me years to discover that dairy is it better don't touch it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was sort of the same. I used to drink a lot of milk when I was younger, and lots of cheese, and I was trying to work it where I felt really heavy and always get a lot of phlegm in my mouth for some reason, and then I just sort of stopped with the dairy, and that really sort of helped, I got to say. Yeah, that's a big thing to cut out, plus all the fat in it and like the bad fats and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I can sort of understand that totally. And I know you were talking about one of your goals is to help people with their health. So have you got any plans to do something along those lines, or is it more you just talk to people about it? Or
yes, well, I try to do that, like give advice, like to my family and friends. People usually come to me asking for advice, like how come you stay so slim, like how come you're in a good mood, how come you have so much energy. And it's just leading, I guess, by example, like if you're gonna be looking sick, you can't expect people to believe that your diet is working,
Yeah, exactly.
But at the moment, I'm working on creating a website with the vegan recipes, and I wanna I want to give more information also, like to make it more health related,
Yeah,
herb fasting and smoothies, juices, detox.
oh,
So yeah.
you're talking my language. Fantastic. Yeah, that's really cool. And lots of turmeric, of course. Don't forget
Yes,
the
I'm
turmeric.
actually growing one. I grew it it's now this big.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
Okay.
I just an experiment. I bought it. I bought the root in an organic store, and I was like, let me see if it will grow. So I
Yeah,
put it in the
wow.
soil, and yeah, last year, I see the coming
Wow,
out.
fantastic. Because I was it's supposed to take about 10 months to actually grow turmeric, so it's a sort of slow grower, but
Yeah.
you're supposed to be in like sunny climates. It's supposed to work better as well. So I must try it myself, actually. Since I'm in a
Yes.
very sunny climate here in Australia, I've got to give that a bit of a go. I
Oh
keep
yeah.
telling people I'm going to grow some turmeric, but I haven't started yet. But I must do that. Yeah. Well, that's great. Yeah, that sounds really inspiring. That idea of a website, and we can maybe swap articles on there and stuff like that.
Oh
So
yeah, for sure.
certainly
Yeah.
do some stuff with you there. That'd be great. Yeah. And so you're on this path now. Can you just tell me about? We'll get back to your painting now, because you've got there's these two amazing sides to you in a way, which is your artist side and the health and wellness side, I guess you'd call it, with the plant-based diet stuff, which is fantastic. So getting back to the painting again. So how did it come about where you started doing it and sort of selling your paintings? What's the story behind that?
Oh,
Obviously
okay.
at school you were very much into it and you loved doing it. How did it sort of lead on from there to where you are now?
Well, I actually never thought that I would be selling paintings, but it just happened. Like, really, when I think about it, like completely unplanned. I came to Amsterdam for summer holidays after 1 year at university in Lithuania. Well, I met a guy here, and he was my boyfriend for 4 years. But when he saw me drawing, because I didn't tell to anyone, it just was for me not a big deal. But I was drawing a face, and he saw that, and he was like, "Oh wow, like you should sell your paintings. Like, I mean, you have a talent." So I was like, nah. He brought me to the art supply store, bought a canvas, like all the art supplies needed for painting, and he's like, just try. Like, I never painted on canvas. So I was like, oh, and with acrylic paint. So I was like, I have no idea, but well, okay, let's try. So I remember this painting. It was of canals, bridge, and like houses, like typical Amsterdam, because he was working for hotels and he knew the managers. He's like, let's try, I will be your manager. So we went together to this hotel. It was a big hotel on a main street in Amsterdam. And he's like, yeah, check it out. Like, maybe you need paintings for the rooms, And this manager, he liked it. He's like, oh, yeah, for sure, So we negotiated the price. And I think it was 200 guilders, which would convert to about 100 euros for a painting. The painting was big. It was yeah, it was big painting. Okay. So yeah, we made a deal that I will be painting until all the hotel is filled up, basically.
Wow.
Because the walls were empty. The walls were empty. Like it's it's much nicer when you walk in a space and there is something colorful hanging on the wall. So kind of like Amsterdam touch,
Yep.
So yeah, I painted like sometimes 2 paintings a day, usually every day. I didn't really have a space where to paint, so they gave me a space in a corridor at a hotel near the window, no easel, on the floor. Like, for me, it didn't matter. So yes, for the whole summer, I was painting, and I was like, oh wow, this is really like, I work maybe for 4 hours per day. I get 100 euros. Or 200 euros if I manage to paint 2 paintings. And I was just painting Amsterdam.
Wow.
And yeah, for the whole summer. Then I went traveling in Europe, came back for the winter, and then, hotel was already full with paintings. So, and the manager changed. So I was like, I needed to find another way how to, to sell them. So I started painting small paintings for tourists, and I would just go to souvenir stores, or I worked also then at a hotel, like I was bringing tourists and getting commission if we decided to stay at that hotel. So I would show these paintings to the tourists. They would buy it as a souvenir, to bring back home. And that's how it started.
Wow, that's an amazing story. So you painted the whole hotel, basically, or you put the paintings in the whole hotel.
What's funny thing is, I went there this autumn just to see it, because the owners changed. So I thought like maybe they renovated, they threw them away. But no, I found on a corridor, I still found 2 of my paintings, the earliest ones.
Yep.
I was like,
wow.
Oh my God, this has been like 16 years. They are still there.
Yeah. Wow. How many years ago was that, did you say?
It was in 2001, so 16 years.
Yeah. Gee.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's like a gallery.
Yeah. and so you went to a college type thing, did you? Like to learn more about all that, and you did some courses there, and was that in Amsterdam or was that back home?
No, it was back home in Kaunas in my city. Basically, I was going to high school, and then after high school, I was going to art school. So there were 2 schools. So it was specifically for art, and it was 4 years. I graduated when I was already at university. So
yeah, right, okay. And I know you mentioned that you got this real travel bug as well. You love traveling.
Yes.
So how did that where did you get the travel bug? How did that sort of start?
Oh, I just knew it since I was like in my early teens that I wanted to live abroad. Like,
right.
I just had this calling, like I want to go and see the world, and doesn't matter how, I will go. I just had this vision. I want to live in a bigger city, with international city, see the world. So the story how I came to Amsterdam, it was also like I didn't have much money. Maybe I had 20 euros on me, and it was just really like luck. And because I saw with my best friend, we so believed that everything will work out. I was like 19, didn't really speak English much. Like whatever I learned at school, you go abroad, and I see that I don't understand the accents. Like it's like I never learned the language. So but we were just really lucky with my best friend to meet good people who let us stay at their place, who just gave us guidance, and when I came to Amsterdam, I just fell in love with the place. I was like, wow, this is like a fairy tale. People are so relaxed. Everyone is nice. And it's just so beautiful, So I decided I'm not going to go back.
Right.
And yes, and I couldn't work legally. So painting like saved my life.
Yeah, right. Wow.
So yeah. And then I went travel, like if I had the opportunity to travel in Europe, like hitchhiking, also with almost no money, then saved up money, went to Southeast Asia for half a year, and so made my dreams come true. It's just like passion inside.
Yeah, well, I was just going to ask you about that, because it's just fantastic. Look, you've got this passion for painting, for the guitar, for traveling, all that kind of thing, which is so inspiring. And so many people, I guess, your age or even my age, often just sit at home and sort of wish that they'd gone traveling, or they wish they'd started painting, or wish that they'd learnt the guitar or something like that. And before too long, they're an old person and they live with all these regrets. So that's why I love speaking to people like you, because you're out there actually doing it. And you're not thinking about things, you're actually doing it. And so what is your inspiration to paint, for example? What sort of inspires you to do that? Does it come from inside or outside of you?
Yeah, no, definitely it's inside. It's like, it's even hard to explain. It's like, for example, I would wake up and I would just have this like thing inside, like I need to let it out. Like there is something just needs to get out. And of course, nature inspires me. Nature, like I would see flowers and be like, wow, oh my God, this is so beautiful. It's like, of course you can't paint it exact, like you can't replicate it so well, but still like there is this beauty, in nature that is like oh wow, I wish I could put it on canvas, and this feeling like the urge to create,
Yeah,
it's the
absolutely.
same place where traveling comes from, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. It's just that.
Yeah, it's adventure for me. Painting is like adventure because I never know what the end result will be. Like I have an idea, but I start painting with one idea, then I see like, oh, it's going completely different way, so
Yeah.
and you adjust. It's like a flowing water,
Yep. Beautiful. I love that. Yeah, flowing water. And it's a bit like I'm a big fan of U2, the band, and I remember years ago Bono once said that I think someone asked him, how do you write your songs? And he said, look, I don't write them. I just sit down and this invisible universe, this energy just comes through me, and the words just come out.
Exactly. That's how I feel about it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just beautiful. So.
But you have to be really in the present moment. This is what I noticed. You just complete the present moment, and I just let the brush go. Like if I want to splash the colors, I splash them. And it's just like, see what happens. It's like it's adjustment, to at every second. It's like you adjust to whatever happens.
Yeah. And it's almost like, well, it is for me. It's like meditation when I'm sort of writing or I'm doing something that I love doing. It's a form of meditation for me. I just become totally present, totally grounded, and just live in that very moment and in the now. And it's just and things just happen when you do that. I think, yeah. So
it's like, how did that happen? Like, where did it come from?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes.
You can't even take ownership of that because it seems like it didn't come from you. Like it just came.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Now, tell me about your website, Ingrida
Gallery. Yes.
IngridaGallery.com, which is
so I worked. Like about I think a month ago, maybe a little bit. When was it? In March, I think. Like I decided that yes, it's time to to make paintings visible online. And so I worked on it for maybe a week, and now it's there. So I just at the moment, working on one more painting, so it will be on there shortly. And yes, and I decided it's nice also to let people know, about the creative side of an artist, like what goes on behind the scenes,
Yeah, look, it's fantastic. Yeah, definitely. If there's any artists out there or anybody, can go and check out ingridagallery.com, and there's some great sort of paintings on there, and it's just it's a good blog as well, and there's some good stories on there, and it's fantastic. And anyone wondering, I'm not drinking beer. I'm actually drinking kombucha, so, which is a very healthy thing. Contains no alcohol, so it's a great thing. And so, where do you see yourself in, say, 5 years' time? What's Ingrida doing in 5 years' time?
I think I will be more on a health side, like working towards that. Hopefully the website, health related will be on by then. It should be.
I'll make sure it is. All right.
Yes.
I'll keep asking you about it. Yeah.
So I just want to really get into, like, I'm studying right now iridology. Have you ever heard of that? You can tell from the iris. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
So I really find that fascinating. So I want to get to be more serious on that, and detoxification, herbs. Like I love studying herbs. Yes, and just I guess help more and more people, to live healthier, like feel better, like understand health. Like I think understanding health is very important, because you can tell someone drink smoothies and juices and fast and you will be fine, but a lot of people, when they don't understand what is actually happening to your body when you eat meat and dairy, it's not motivating for them. It's just like so like more, I guess, educating people,
Yeah. Oh,
Way
definitely. Yeah, like I love all that because, as you say, and a lot of it is sort of mind, body, and soul. It's not just what you eat. It's all to do with your mind. Now, do you meditate? Do you
I
do
do,
meditation?
yes. I'm
Yeah.
actually trying not to make it a habit, like
Yeah.
to make a routine, like when I wake up, at least for 5 minutes, just do the gratitude kind of thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, and just calm, and then just a few minutes, just completely, like be present, like concentrate on my breath, and calm down, kind of like, because sometimes if you have some messy dreams and you wake up like that, you're like all messy all day.
Yeah, exactly.
you
Exactly.
know
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I do. I love meditation, and I do it every morning and night now. It's just it's part of my, as you say, like, it's a lifestyle thing. Like
it is.
a lot of people
Yeah.
start it and they try it for a week or maybe 2 weeks, and they think, oh, nothing's changed, and they just give up. But it needs to become like a lifestyle thing, and they're very subtle sort of changes that happen to you, and it's more than likely that other people will notice it before you do. They might just see you somewhere and they'll say, oh, you seem really calm lately. Oh, really? Okay, I've been meditating, so it must be working. So yeah, it's a really good thing, as you say, to slow your mind down and just get less stressed and really just feel the peace inside you. And it's all about just finding what's inside you, I think, and really reconnecting with your true self. So I can tell you're a meditator because you've just got that creative side and you're just inspiring out there on other people. So that's just fantastic. So who have been your role models? I know you mentioned you love drawing your favourite bands and your favourite people. Who's been some of your biggest inspirations as far as what you're doing now?
Yes, that would be Akiane. This girl. I think she lives in the States. She's actually half Lithuanian,
Okay.
and yes, but she's not my favorite because she's half Lithuanian.
No.
But it's just because her paintings and in general the way she is. Like when you watch her videos, like when you watch her talk, it's like she's from another planet, she's just so calm. She's vegan as well. She's fasting, she's very creative. Like her paintings are just like out of this world, like so amazing. She's self-taught. She writes poetry, just like, and a hard worker. Like, I mean, she would paint, like she would get up at 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock at night and she would paint, for a few hours.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, like I don't have that kind of discipline yet. But
it's coming. I'm sure it's coming.
That's why she's so, like, her paintings are just, you look at it, it's like, whoa, like, but she paints her visions. Like she has these visions that she says it comes from God, and she just wants to put them on canvas before they disappear. So and her paintings, like if you go on her website, it's just like, oh my God, like,
wow. So what's her name again, sir?
Akiane.
Akiane. Okay.
Akiane.
I'll have to look her up.
She was like, when she was a child, she painted this painting of Jesus, which made her like super famous, like got her on Oprah and other TV shows, and yeah,
fantastic.
Definitely one of my biggest inspirations is like, she didn't go to any school. She just learned it by herself, just by practicing hours and hours every day.
Yep. Yeah, beautiful. Fantastic, Ingrida. Well, listen, it's been great talking to you. How can people contact you if they want to say hi or get one of your paintings? Obviously, go to your website. That's the first thing. And you're on Facebook?
Yes, on the Facebook, Ingrida Gallery or Ingrida Baibokaite.
Beautiful.
I'm sure people remember that.
I'll put it up on the screen for the video. Yes, we'll have that up there. It's a great name. That's a great name. You're on Instagram too, aren't you?
On Instagram as Ingrida _gallery.
Yep. Actually, we'll have all those links below in the description on the video as well. So we'll put those sort of out there for people to contact you. And look, you're a fascinating lady, a great story. Really been great speaking with you, and I love all the health talk and all your creative stuff, your paintings and your veganism and all that kind of thing is just really fantastic. So, thank you for your time tonight. And as I say, if you want to contact Ingrida, all the descriptions are down below here in the description of the video. So maybe we'll look forward to perhaps talking to you again in 6 months' time when you've, or a year's time when you've got your health website up and running, and we'll see where you're going with that. That'd be great. If I ever get over to Amsterdam soon, which I'm hoping to next year, we'll have to say hello.
Please let me know. Let me know then.
Definitely, we'll have to say hello. All right, so hang around because we're going to do our success habits video after this one. So folks, don't forget, we'll have a separate success habits video with Ingrida. That'll also be on YouTube and on the website and all that kind of stuff. So you'll get to see all that. So thanks again. You're really inspiring. Love what you're doing, and all the very best for the future.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Pleasure.
It was great talking to you.
You too.